Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're looking into the disappearance of Debra Lee Frost. This shows she went missing July 9th, 1984, Salt Lake City, Utah. She was 17 years old, 5'5" to 5'7", 115 to 130 pounds. It says she was last seen Bell Mountain Plaza, 10 p.m. She was going to walk her hitchhike to Montgomery Street but never arrived. She has a burn scar to her left calf and was last seen wearing a black tube top with white fishnet over it, long blue corduroy pants, and blue tennis shoes. Brown auburn hair, lengthwise mid-back, hazel eyes, scar on bridge of nose, scar on chest, unknown which side, freckles, pierced ears, tennis shoes size 6 to 6.5, earrings. And here's a closer picture of her. And here's some more photos of her. This is the Doe Network. This says she is 5'6". What did the other one say? 5'5" to 5'7". It says sandy brown hair, mid, back, and length. Let's see. Nickname Debra Spears. Debra was last seen Mountain Bell Plaza, 10 p.m. She was going to walk her hitchhike to Montgomery Street, never arrived. Investigators believe she was abducted. In 2012, Salt Lake City police discovered that Debra had a run-in with police July 21, 1984 in Rock Springs, Wyoming. The nature of the contact with the police is unknown, however, because police records from that period have been purged. Investigators believe Debra's only connection to Rock Springs was Fred Martinez, who would have been 30 years old at the time of her disappearance and who took his own life in 1995. So it sounds like she was alive July 21st, 1984. Possibly. Okay, so then we have the Charlie Project. It says she was 5'4" to 5'6". Scar on her left calf. Okay. Debra disappeared approximately 10 p.m. in her hometown of Salt Lake City, Utah, July 9, 1984. She was at the Mountain Bell Plaza, her boyfriend's place of work at the time. She told her boyfriend she planned to either walk or hitchhike home to the 1100 block of Montgomery Street. It is not known if she located a ride or began walking on her own. She was a habitual hitchhiker in 1984. She'd run away from home before, but she'd always gone to stay at a friend's house. None of her friends saw or heard from her after her disappearance. At the time she disappeared, she was living with her boyfriend and his family. She was happy with her boyfriend. She was planning a surprise party for him the following day. She was supposed to have traveled to California to stay with relatives in order to get away from unspecified problems in her life. She was at least an occasional drug user, though it's not clear how serious she was involved with drugs. 2011, authorities learned Debra had contact with the police in Rock Springs, Wyoming on July 21st, 12 days after she disappeared from Utah. The nature of this contact isn't known. However, since the police records have been purged, Rock Springs is about 200 miles from Salt Lake City. Fred Martinez, a man Debra had known for about a year, traveled between the two cities. He was 30 years old in 1984, and according to a mutual friend, he had a romantic interest in Debra, but she wasn't interested in him. Their friend stated Martinez and Debra got into a fight after they went to Rock Springs and Debra left, planning to go back to Salt Lake City. Martinez realized she was gone within about 10 minutes and left to go after her. Photographs of Martinez are posted in this case summary. His and Debra's friend said he could be very scary and that he had once told the friend he killed Debra, then claimed this admission was a joke. So, yeah, Martinez died by suicide in 1995. Investigators haven't named him as a suspect in Debra's disappearance, but he is considered a person of interest. Debra's father died in 2005, age 58, and the rest of her family continues to search for her. Her case remains unsolved. So, yeah. We have this one, January 2nd, 1986, Auburn, Washington. 5'6", 130 estimated, age 14 to 19. Death, estimated date of death, 1982 to 1984. Skeletal remains of an unidentified female were found near Mountain View Cemetery in Auburn, Washington. Based on the condition of the remains, she had most likely been deceased for 1 to 3 years prior to the discovery. Okay, they think it's a victim of serial killer Gary Leon Ridgway, who confessed to the murder and pled guilty. So, I don't know. So that would make you think it's not her, but looking at the shape of her face, she does look a bit similar. Okay, and then who else do we have? We have January 6, 1985, Applegate, California, age 14 to 17 years old. Estimated year of death, 1983 to 1984. Reporting party discovers a skull while searching for his dog. Investigators conduct a search for additional bones. Additional teeth and bones were located in the area. So we have this one that was killed by Gary Leon Ridgway, it says, and this one, and this one. She was found in Smith County, Texas. October 1st, 1985. Estimated date of death was about a year and a half before. 5 foot to 5'5", 20, age 20 to 32 years old. Brown, red, or dark blonde hair braided into a ponytail with a rubber band. So, in a brushy gully by the south side of Highway, Smith County, Texas. Who else do we have? Garden Grove, California, died 1 day prior in 1986. Female, 5'2" to 5'5", 100 pounds. Left hand noticeably smaller than the right. Cocaine was in her system. Body was discovered in a burning metal trash bin in front of Ouch of Class Auto Body and Paint. Placer County, California, August 5th, 1986, died 2 to 3 years prior, age 15 to 17 years old. Her skull was discovered in a drainage ditch near I-80 and State Highway 20. Rockdale, Texas, November 4th, 1986, died days to a week prior. White or Hispanic, 5'2" to 5'3". That would be too short. Let's see. And you can pause that and read it if you want to. Let's see who else we have. San Bernardino County, California, discovered March 9th, 1987, died 1986 to 1987. Again, too short, 5'1" to 5'3", 13 to 18 years old. City Creek Ravine, who else? Ohio, that would be a long ways away. June 16th, 1987, 5'5", 110 pounds, 16 to 21 years old. Light brown, dark blonde hair, texture 6 to 7 inches long. Victim was located near Interstate 5. Her burning body was found in an alley near Detroit Avenue and Collingwood Boulevard. And you'll pause that and read more. Here's one in Placer County, California. Date of death 6 months or more prior, 14 to 17 years old. Her skull was found by a man searching for his dog. Wow. Then we have this one. This is the only one I could find in Wyoming that was a Jane Doe. Found August 2nd, 1999, Fox Park, Albany County, Wyoming. That's not too far, I don't think, from Rock Springs. Estimated date of death is 1989 to 1999, 5'2" to 5'4", but it says 28 to 58 years old, so that would be too old. So it appears the bones have been there for a long period of time. We have this one all the way in Louisiana. That would be way too far away, and she's shorter. So you can pause this and read this as well if you'd like to. And then we have this one, and it says Hispanic. I thought she looked very similar. I don't know how much she'd been out in the sun, but it says white or Hispanic hours prior. Recognizable face, so they would probably know. 5'4", 105 pounds, light brown, darker roots, about 6 inches long. Brown eyes. What color were her eyes? Hazel eyes, so it's not going to be her. But the thing that reminded me of her, she had a round scar in the middle of her left thigh, and the other one had the burn scar on her calf. So I thought, well, I'll just leave it in. So, and she was found in a motel room. So I don't know what happened to her. If you have any information, please contact authorities. Don't forget to pray for her loved ones and her family. And have a blessed day, and please feel free to leave comments. Bye-bye.